Okay. I'm disorganized. Today. Yeah. All right. I was messing around with some other stuff, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, it's stream time. So let's make sure that this is all working. Looking pretty good. Okay. That's all good. Then it should be all good. I just have to make sure that chat is working. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, nerds and nerdettes, to the Fidget Nerd channel, where we just get nerdy about toys that I like. I like really expensive toys. And yeah, here we are. Let's look at them. They're cool. They're really expensive. Most of them are. You get used to it. You get used to the price. It's weird, but you get used to it. That's a really bad way of saying you should spend way too much money on fidget toys, but here we are. Anyway, I'm Zachary Butcher, and today we are going to do a little bit of a power hour. I'm calling it a power hour because we're just kind of going to power through a bunch of stuff in about an hour. I got a lot of stuff to update with, this week. So we have got two unboxings. One from MM3D. Should really confirm the name of... So it's Brian Mercado, I believe. Let me just... we got... Yeah, Brian Mercado. So this is the guy. We got him here, and he has been making 3D printed trays, like trays for your fidgets, for displaying them, for working with them, and that kind of thing. And I think he's doing a pretty good job. And the place to get them is, there it is, MM3D. So I was gonna say almost MMD3D for some reason. Look, there's my thing. Okay, so yeah, a little bit confusing maybe, but the tray that you see in the thumbnail, it's not my actual tray because I haven't unboxed it yet. So I just grabbed a random picture. And then the spinner we are also going to unbox. Not my spinner. Image was donated by Michael Coco. He has a Chelsea M, which stands for mini. And mine is also in copper, just like this one. So, but it won't have that beautiful, beautiful patina. So we're going to open those, and then I'm going to kind of use his, what's he got? His, this is a tray that I've gotten from him before, from Brian. And it's like this tiered sort of thing. They're 3D printed, and they're tiers, and it's actually solid on the bottom, which I was really happy about. And I just think it's really cool for rating fidgets. So I thought in between stuff, I could just rate fidgets by certain categories, which is fun and neat. So yeah, we're gonna do some of that. In fact, I wanted to quickly just rate all my Rapts. Oh my God, this case is getting heavy. There's gonna be a clean out soon. Yeah, I cleaned this thing out. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a sale or something like that. I don't know. So up at the top is the Fidget Nerd Rapt for sure. And then the, I don't know, we're going to call it the Candied Titanium. What was that one user called? Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles. I think that's my new favorite name for this Rapt is the Fruity Pebbles Rapt. It's like titanium, and it's got some resin inlay in there. It looks very fruity. Anyway, yeah, that's probably my new favorite name for it. Anyway, they're right at the top. Hey, Pam, by the way, and hey, Michael. No, you can't have it. Not in. Very funny. Ha 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 ha. You're so funny. Okay, and then, you know what? For now, I'm putting the light there, and then a full titanium SGS is going there. Oh, I'm putting the glow in the dark one there. Putting the bronze one down there, putting the sphere down there. Man, this is fast stuff. Putting that one down there, putting this one up here, And then, it's kind of a lot for one row. If I have to be honest, I might actually put, this one's pretty banging. Might have to put that one up there. You know what? Yeah, that's okay. That's a quick tier rating of my Rapts right now since I got this. So there we go. I'm thinking that's good. So we'll put those away. And then, yeah, you know what? I think we got to unbox something here. And I don't think I can wait any longer because this Chelsea M has been sitting here literally like, I don't know, maybe even a week or something like that. And it's kind of killing me. So I don't know how I do this. I honestly don't know how I do this. Wow, the one arm strength you need to hold that fucking case now is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, let's put that over there. Where is it? Here we go. Do I have anything to open it with? Of course I don't. It's over there. I'll be right back. All right. Got my knife. I'll put my ears back on. All right. Yeah, so Michael has been waiting for this because Michael actually helped me get this thing. So the story behind the reason I'm even able to have this Chelsea M. Matt Ritter, who's the designer creator dude of the Chelsea in the first place, was having some issues with international shipping and stuff like that. And then after having to move from like a pure sus sale program in on like Facebook, he went to having a Spotify site and then just doing drops. So in moving to that, it was kind of a clear move because he was having some issues with the sauce. So in moving to that, then he found issues with international shipping, with people getting charged crazy amounts. And it sucks. It's stupid. It's weird. Anyway, so long story short, he sort of had to suspend international shipping. So thank the Lord of, my good buddies, Michael, and also, what was his name? I'll give a little shout out to the other guy that at the same time, when these came up on the website sorry, I'm just looking for this guy's name because he was Chris Warbitz. I will bring up his, so Chris Warbitz, he also was like, at the same time, Michael, he was like, oh my God, guess what? There's a copper Chelsea M's up on the site. And I'm like, oh my God, that's great. Perfect. So him and Michael Coco, really good of them to let me know it was up there. But at the same time, I had to tell them, sorry, dude, I'm in Canada. I can't do anything. I literally can't click the buy button. So Michael is like, do you want me to buy it for you? Then I'll send it to you. I'm like, dude, that would be so awesome. So thank you very much, Michael Coco, for proxying for me and having this arrive here today. Let's get it open. I'm pretty excited about it. I want to know what we're doing. Okay. I've only taken the labels off and the identifying information. So I thought that opened all the way when I did take the labels off, but it has not. So do that. We'll do that. This one sure had a lot of labels on it. Had my address on there probably about 16,000 times. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God, come on, I'm an adult. What is going on with this box, Michael? Oh, I see. It's one of those weird ones with those weird boxes. Is that going to do it? Is that going to do it? No, not yet. Okay. Let's switch to a little, you see it better? Okay, what we got here? This is plastic. That's plastic. I don't want that. I don't want that. Don't want that. I want this. Okay, I don't want that. All right. Oh, tape is fun. Fun tape. Let me add it. Oh, okay. Michael was telling me that Matt Ritter has really upped his game with his certificates of authentication. COAs. Let's see what we got. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Don't want that. Okay. Maybe we can zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Ooh, yeah, she's nice and heavy. You're supposed to 170 grams or something like that for this? Yeah, look at that. Okay, yeah, it's written in gold. Chelsea M copper. If it's copper, it's written in gold. 124. It's pretty good serial number. 124. Need more threes though. Definitely need more threes. Okay, so it's so little. I need to get my other Chelsea. Because it's so hard. It's so hard to tell what you're yeah, look, it is significantly shorter. That is, oh yeah, it's a little nugget. Oh, it's a little nugget. Oh, loving the little nuggetness. Okay, I'll go back up there. I'm going to make sure this mic is on so we can hear this. Oh, that is a nice spin. So Matt Ritter said something about the M has a very, what do you say, eccentric, kind of focused sort of gyro or something on that. So kind of feeling what he's meaning by that. Oh, it is nice though. It's like, is it better gyro than this? Kind of is. Weird. I don't know. You don't have a lot of spinners that you might not understand what I'm talking about, but when you hold one when it's really going and then you try to move it like this, you can feel that there's like that gyroscopic effect phenomenon thing going on. And this one really has it. Really has it. And I find that to be really true with a lot of fidgets where it's more like, it's shorter, right? Like the arms are more wrapped around the body and centered to the body. A good example of that would be the brass companion. See how big those buttons are? Big buttons, tiny little arms like that aren't even really arms, and it's all wrapped. But oh my God, when you get this thing going, it wants to stabilize itself. It's like it's hard to move it around on that axis almost. Very pleasing. I'm getting a lot of that from this. It's so early to say, but I'm kind of like, do I like this one better? Do I like this better? I don't know. I think I certainly like the buttons better. There's something about the Chelsea SF buttons, and it's not that they're bad. It's that they're too shiny for what they are. It's like their dish is too shallow, just a little bit too shallow. And I feel like when I'm on the side like this, like I'm gonna lose it sometimes. Not that I ever have. It's just there's a security from a slightly deeper button, or one that's got some sort of, detailing on the inside. And I really do like this little concentric circle detail on there. It's such a classic kind of thing to go for with buttons. Ever since I want to say Jonas from Modusworks sort of kind of started it with his buttons, getting that kind of look. I feel like there's so many people like 2ADC and this and like lots of others who have just done another sort of take on that. Focus Works does one as well, and it's Yeah, it just works. It's a round button and you put concentric circles in there. Your fingers fit into them. It's nice. So I want to see what bearing he's got in here because I don't think it's a 1-drop. Good. No, it's my favorite bearing. Good. So I put that in there. So that's the operator, Modusworks would call it. Very cool. Very good. What, Pimpin'? Pimpin'. What up, Pimpin'? Jay Dizzy. Oh, who's pimpin'? You pimpin'? I'm pimpin'. I guess so. Yeah. What up, Dizzy? We're playing with fidgets. Grab a drink. Grab a fucking fidget. Let's hang out. All right. So. Oh, warping already. Warping already. That was just a little flick. And a little warp there. Like how you can still see warps even on a direct sun. They just don't look cool. Nice. Yeah, I don't even have to change the bearing. Matt Ritter was going on about 1-drop bearings, and I've only tried one 1-drop bearing, and I guess it's like, who knows? Maybe they get better, but I just don't like them. I find them slow, and I know there's a lot of people that think they're so awesome because they're like quiet and stuff. And smooth, and like it's like you don't feel the spin. Personally, I'm not into it. I'm always welcome to have my mind completely changed and blown, and you know, someone can send me one, and I don't know. Apparently they break in, but I like tried the one I have for days, and it just never felt any different. Coconut 1800 it is. Rad. Is that a cool? Make me one. Sounds good, man. Is that like Malibu or something like that? God, I love those sugary drinks so bad that way. All right, now one other thing is that it's supposed to have, so this little detailing right here, you might be able to notice it. See this little nub? So this little nug of a spinner has this little nub. And this is supposed to be for flicking. Like it helps you flick. And I guess you put it, I guess you get your finger in there. That middle finger. And it's, yeah, okay. So it's supposed to help in that way because you can get it, you can tuck it right in there. I get it now. Okay. It does help a little bit. It does help a little bit. It's not amazing like a try kind of thing. Probably the best flick mechanism I had was like on I used to have a titanium triangle V2 from THiCC, and he added, because this is the triangle V1, so he added this little nip right there. It was like a little half circle taken out of the material there, and you could put your middle finger in that and just flick it so much better than you can the V1. Anyway, so that's what it's supposed to help with. You gotta try the clean 1-drop bearing apparently. The one without oil? Yeah, Matt Ritter tells me that too. And you know what? Hell, I will try anything once. You know what? I'll try it twice. I'll try it twice. I'll try it once to see if I hate it, and twice to see if I like. Wait, I'll try it once to see if I like it, and twice to see if I really like it. I don't know. I'll try it twice, okay? Just to make sure. Something like that. Tequila, silly. I don't drink tequila. I'm a gin guy. I like gin. I'm like that weird guy that's like, what do you want to drink, dude? And I'm like, I'll have gin and tonic or something. And then someone's like, oh, I can't do gin anymore. And you're like, oh, what? You're like, yeah. Ever since this time in college, I just can't do gin anymore. I just can't do it. And to me, that's kind of like tequila to me, sort of. So anyway, I'm a gin guy. I like gin. Okay, cool. So great first impressions on this. One last thing I'll say that I noticed that I could kind of tell when I was going to get it that it was going to be like this is it's so much like, it's like a little rock. It's like this like stone because it's so tight. I feel like you could be so like, I just love a tight spin, you know? I like something that you can just have your your fingers really close to your palm and do like a nice, good rip on it. And then just bring it into the inside of your palm to stop it and have it kind of go slow like that. Just, I like that. And this one's great for that. Can't wait to get out there and warp it. The sun's back and everything like that. It's just, oh God, it is actually really hot here today. Yeah. Fuck, I should turn my fan on. I wonder if that'll come through on the mic. Huh. Oh, that's better. You guys let me know if all you hear is fan, but I think my noise canceling on my mic is actually pretty decent. So, Jaeger. Yeah, Jaeger's all right. Jaeger's black licorice, right? I fucking love black licorice. I think it's so good. So many people are like, oh, I can't do black licorice. Only strawberry. I love it. Don't hear any fan. Awesome. God damn it. I love expensive microphones. That's a whole fuck. It's no wonder that the only reason I learned about like mics and stuff is because there are so many guys on YouTube that are obsessed with microphones, and it's so beautiful. They just sit there and obsess over microphones and talk about them, so you get to hear them all. And yeah, I love it. Okay, hello the what? Hello the Vampirian can. The Vampirian can. I'm sorry. How you doing, man? Get a drink and stuff. You're the best. No, you're the best. You're the best. Okay. Thank you, Brian. Beautiful spirits. Okay, so I think that's enough time on the Chelsea M there for now. The bearing is good, so we don't need to switch out a bearing. The vaping recan. Don't forget. Oh, Jolly Rancher buttons. Okay. No, so I told Michael, him, where are they? There they are. Okay, so Michael, in the last stream, I did a little giveaway for these one of a kind, 3D printed, hand fucking sanded and finished, and very much just a prototype. This is rare shit, rare LIC EDC shit, straight from fucking Jamie Acker. Okay, made by him, given to me. Just to be like, try these kind of thing, right? And yeah, they're good. It just wasn't using them. And just wants someone to like them. Michael wins them. And you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go off on a little. So this reminds me. So Michael, I don't know if you care about me telling this story, Michael, but Michael's story about how he kind of got into this whole scene is kind of funny. So one day, Michael kind of PMs me, right? And he's saying like, hey, Zach, can you help me get into the LIC EDC group? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, no idea who he was, kind of thing, right? And I'm like, why can't you get in? And he's like, oh, well, I was rejected from, the application process or whatever when I applied. So the Facebook groups are pretty tight. You get a lot of scammers. So people and a lot of the mods are very, very careful about this kind of thing to let anyone in that looks like their profiles are like suspicious or lacking too much information, because that's what scammers will do. They'll just make profiles that are dumb just to get in there to try to sell people fake spinners they don't even have. So I asked some admins about it, and they say, oh yeah, that guy, I image searched his, profile photo thing, which was just a picture of a Jeep that Michael liked. And it turned out that it wasn't a picture Michael had taken. It was just something from Google. So that admin took that as, oh, he must be a scammer. So I said, I don't know what to do, man. It's like, I don't know if I can help you. He wasn't talking like a scammer. So I wasn't really talking back to him like a scammer, because he was just seeming like he was very genuine about wanting to, get in on this. So long story short, I kind of tell him like, well, you're going to have to talk to this guy, talk to Jamie, whatever. I don't really have a lot of power in this. And then eventually, after a while of me like giving him some tips and stuff, it was so funny. Jamie PMs me one time and he goes, so yeah, this Michael guy, do you think he's a scammer? Like, I'm wondering about him now. And I say, Jamie, to be completely honest, if he is a scammer, he's trying way too hard. And he's like, oh, yeah. So it lets him in, and then he's like, I don't know, he's LIC's biggest fan, right? So it's great. So the fact that he got these buttons is perfect because he's just such a big fan of LIC EDC. Always wanted a tungsten mini edamame, and he finally got one, and it's great. It's good. It's a good story. It's a good success story, that kind of thing. So he has won these, but he said, don't give them to me until you try them on the Chelsea M, because I tried them on the Chelsea. Oh, check it out. Hey, Matt Ritter. What's going on, dude? We have the maker of the Chelseas, the creator, the designer, the mastermind here with us in stream. So Matt Rid. Yeah. Mr. Indy in the building. What up? Yeah, Matt Ritter. He's such an OG. It's like, yeah, been around forever. Been around since the beginning, right? So that's one of the reasons that Chelsea's so good, because he's tried everything. So he knows exactly what's good, what's bad. Here he is. You probably missed the unboxing part, but yeah, we're being sacrilegious. We're throwing other fucking shoes on Chelsea here. It's good, actually. Damn it. It's good. You still get them, but this is good. Yeah, it's a really good size for it. Look at that. Just comes up enough. I'm liking that. That's cool. Let's see if I can get a sound on that. That's going to have to come off, though. You'll hear that. So check this out. Yeah, you are kind of like a swap king. I'm just kidding around. I know everyone swaps. I'm a swappy dude anyway. I love it. Yeah, the resin buttons, as a lot of people may know, provide such a different sound than so many other buttons. They're I've said it before, buttons are microphones for your bearings. All right? Buttons are microphones for your bearings. So if you want to hear more about how your bearing actually sounds, you put on a lighter material button. Lighter materials, just like Ultim, exactly. Lighter material buttons conduct sound better. They conduct sound faster, right? So it's the same thing with sliders. If you have like an Ultim slider or a resin slider, for some reason they're snappier, they're louder, they're clickier. So lighter materials conduct better sound, so therefore they, conduct more of the sound of your bearings. So buttons are microphones or bearings, and then if you go ahead and you go put something like tungsten on the same bearing, same spinner, you will get less sound, right? But you might still get the same feedback. Anyway, those are really cool. You can kind of see it right through. I love that. Jolly Ranchers, see it through there. Okay, so we're going to move on. And those are still going to Michael. Probably next week. Pack those up. Get those out of the way. Okay. And Jamie Acker did see that I gave those to Michael, and then he kind of suggested that he wants to send me some stuff to do a giveaway on one of these lives sometime. So look forward to that, everyone. Hear that. Jamie Acker wants to send me some stuff to do a giveaway with. If I do, I'm going to do like an LIC EDC special live where I do all the stuff that I have, and he wants to send me something to do a live with that. So that would be awesome. All right. So what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next here? Yeah. Might as well unbox more, right? Where is the... Okay. I'm just going to... There's like no room on camera here, so I'm just going to uncut the tape here. And we are going to get into this work tray. So Brian Mercado graciously, so I bought that tier tray that you saw that I just rated my Rapts with at the beginning of the stream there. So I bought that from him thinking like, that's pretty cool. I need something because my Pelican case is overflowing because I am a fucking hoarder. And I needed something else to like kind of put this stuff there for like when, you know, it was overflowing and I got too much stuff. So I bought that and that was great. And then he just says all of a sudden, hey, do you want to have, you know, do you want me to send you a work tray? Just sends me a work tray, right? So he's got his new updated work tray. And I got mine in this like beautiful purple, that lilac purple. I don't know if he'd even made it before, like, but he was even into it. He was like, I actually really like that lilac purple that you chose there. Good choice. I was like, I know. So he graciously said, I'm sending you a work tray. Don't pay me. Just want you to have it. But wow, that is amazing. So here we are. And it is also in the lilac purple to come. You should two? There's two. Oh, there's two? No way. He said he was only going to send this. Look at this thing. Oh, nice little work tray. Finally, I can look fucking cool while I do stuff. And then, oh, it's like a button thing. Okay, now I have to get... Oh, fuck, Brian, you've done it now. Now I got to take this down. Okay, now this has got to come down very gently. Very, very gently. Okay, so this is... I don't think this has ever been on camera before. So this is my little button tray. I made this myself, this little thing out of just some leather, because I saw everyone was doing these things. They're like these, where you just have like some snaps, right? So this is from Sacred Spins. So this is a bought one. Does he have a site? I don't think so. I think you just have to go to you got to go to the Facebook group, I believe. And then he'll just be there. Let me just see if I can bring it up again. Cause yeah, it's like here. Yeah. So you just type in Mercado makes 3D. I got my stuff just by like PMing him, right? So yeah. Oh, you don't have Facebook, do you? Well, let's get someone else to have to help you out, right? It always works. Or you know what? Maybe we can find his email. I'm pretty sure we can find his email eventually. You can PM me later. You know how to PM me, and we'll figure it out. We'll get you one. We'll figure it out. Yeah. So that's the deal with that. So this is my little tray. So now, look at this. This is probably what Matt Ridd's talking about here. Mercado trays have improved my desk fidget flow big time. Full rec. What does that mean? What's full rec mean? Oh, this is so cool. It's almost like he read my fucking mind, man, because I was looking at these and I was going, oh man, I'm going to have to get something maybe different from my buttons, because like, look at this. I think this is so much better than this kind of unorganized mess. You can line them all up better. Like the edges of this are so rounded. And now I can just put all of my other little extra ones here. Look at this. Do you see? Do you see? There we go. That's great. I like that. Okay, where does this go? Where does this go now? Okay. That's pretty. That's great. So, I have to get organized here. Put that back there for now for safekeeping. Okay, so now we got the work tray to go. I'm going to have to get that back up here. Oh my God, I have so many matching trays now. This is perfect. So, what I wanted to do with this tray is try a bearing change. And The reason I wanted to do a bearing change is because I kind of figured out this weird sort of thing, sort of accidentally, that happened to make bearing changes for me like so much easier. So, yeah. So what I usually do is I put this somewhere else. I usually like to have just like a little like rag down like that because of the bearing glue. So I've always just used a little cap one there. And we're going to grab, so I guess this is a cool part because we could just, we can put like our bearings that we need there. And then we got like our glue and then that. I'll get a better one. So this is kind of the thing that I'm talking about. This is the one. That's the thing that made it so much better. Okay. And then you can put anything else that you're planning to change, right? Like you put like little extra bearings like that. Oh, that's so cool. And then, oh yeah, like if you had some extra little, if you were like planning on changing out some grub screws in your button, put those up there. Or like, I don't know, anything. Some more bearings, some like Golden Eagle ones here. So good. Okay. Now, I want to change out a bearing in the LIC EDC copper Lycia. So this thing, I went and I put in some spacers. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Spacers. There you go. Spacers. Oh, those don't match. 2 metal ones. 2 resin ones. There you go. So, what this did, putting this, I put one of these in. I put a dark matter bearing in, a full ceramic dark matter. You know it as a dark matter from like Cap. That's what, no, Unquiet Hands calls it a dark matter bearing. So it makes it very loud. Because what I've done is you've taken a fully ceramic bearing in there, which is already one of the loudest kinds of bearings. And then you put an Altum button on there, which, as we just spoke about, makes bearings louder. And then I had to do this to make it work, but it actually adds more to it. Then this also has spacers on it. I put a couple of those little resin spacers I just took out of there. And then I had to put a longer post in it to make it all work. So with all that modding, we get this happening and you get that different magic sound going on there. So I'm going to put this aside because one thing that happens when you do put those bearings in is dark matter bearings, they are not very fast. It's just not very, it's full ceramic bearings are not very fast. Love you too, bro. The vampire, I forget what your name is supposed to mean. The vampire, yeah, that thing. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna take this out, and I'm gonna put in a good old operator. Good old operator bearing. So this thing's so easy, right? If you haven't used one before, I'm kind of brushing over this. I should go back. So that's how these work. If you're putting it back in, and we'll go over it again, you would use the other side of it. So there's one side that's flat, and the flat side doesn't really fit into the bearings. So use the flat side. Like I said, we'll go over it again when we put the new one in. So if you've never done this before, So the flat part, when it pushes it down, slowly pushing it down in there. So the flat part, it can't go all the way through with the bearing. It has to stop. So in it stopping, it flushes up the bearing with the body of the spinner, right? That's kind of the idea of it. And then when you're taking it out, you put the other one in, and that, oh, got cat hair, and that fits right inside the bearing and can also go through the hole. Very convenient. My only qualm with this bearing tool, and it's the only bearing tool I've tried, because it was pretty affordable. It was like $50, and there's ones that are even cheaper on like G1 website and stuff. But there's all these these like bearing tools out there that are like as expensive as like a cheap spinner, like $150, $200. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not gonna spend that much on a tool, and I'm only spending too much on this stuff. So putting this aside, this is the one. Okay, so I kind of came up with this accidentally because Jamie Acker, I was talking to him about changing spinner bearings and stuff, and he said that he was using some flossing tool as like a scraper, and I went, oh yeah, hey, that's probably a pretty good idea. So I was like, honey, do we have any flossing things, like those little pick things or something like that? And he was like, yeah, whatever, look in the bathroom in the drawer. So I go in there, and it's not the tool that Jamie had, but it's this thing. And it's just one of those ones by Gum. I don't know. It's probably a brand. Anyway, I found them on Amazon before. It's just like this freaking flossing thing tool like that. So Michael knows what I'm talking about. He knows he's the same thing. So he's going to just watch this happen. So here's the thing. If you have any glue in there, you can use this part of it to kind of give it a little scrape on the inside, because sometimes it's good to like clean it out. Sometimes the bearing just pushes out any excess glue anyway. I don't really get too into it. So you can go like that. So that's like a little scraper. Get all cleaned out. Then here's the part that I'm most happy about, because if you're using something like, a Q-tip or something like that, it can be a little bit like, okay, I don't want to get out too much of this, and I don't want to get out too little and put it on there, and you're, rubbing it around, it's too much or whatever. So I quickly figured out, now this is just Loctite. This is just blue Loctite. Never use red Loctite. Red Loctite is horrible, and it is too. Sorry, I turn the fan back on. It's hot. It's meant to like hold on industrial nuts on like bolts and stuff like that. And you need extreme heat to get it out. So never use red Loctite. Only use blue or green Loctite on bearings, and then it'll be fine. You can usually just push it out with the bearing tool, but it gives you enough hold that it holds the bearing in place. And gives you enough hold. And it's better than super glue. Super glue, I find too much hold. Anyway, so this is what I found was perfect, because I could just dip this right in there, kind of put it upside down, and it comes out like this perfectly coated little brush. And then I can just take it and I can just give it a little wipe like that. And then just wipe the rest there. Done. I'm not going to get too panicky about it, because it really only sets once it's like in there. Then one thing I found was kind of cool for this is you can take this part and sort of use it to, I'm not focusing. Come on, focus. You can basically kind of use your tool to get it centered in there. But you want to kind of look down there and make sure that this is a bad example because you can't really see over the edges, but you want it to be pretty square in there, right? You don't want one edge of this to be up higher than the other. You want it to be going in pretty straight. So then put that down on there. on top there. And then we are just going to gently put that in. It's going in no problem. It stops when it hits. Unscrew. And then here's why one reason I love having the rag is because your other side usually has some glue coming out on there. So I can just take the rag and just rub it all around there. And then it's gone. I'm going to do the other side. Good. Then, if you want to make extra sure that you don't have anything else in there, you can get one of those like air dusters and you can just sort of give a little thing like that. So one thing I've always noticed about these, having an air duster, another little trick, is that you can kind of see if a bearing is spinning properly by spinning it with the air duster. It's weird. I'll show you. So you can kind of watch it spin on its own and see how it didn't really like stop immediately. It went pretty decent. I've seen them go better. I like them when they kind of stop slower than that. That one kind of stopped abruptly. So when you get to, you know, using so many, you know, spinners and bearings, you start getting really picky and bitchy about them like I do. And you'll start to kind of be like, oh, that was no good because it stopped, you know, too suddenly or something like that, right? Whereas someone else will be like, ah, whatever, it's fine. So we'll see. We'll see if this one works out. So these are the original ones, original buttons. And yeah, it's already so much faster. Here, I'll get the sound on this. Yeah, that's good advice, keeping your bearings away from magnets. I think Michael might be able to explain why you shouldn't do that. I heard something about that. So this is so quiet though. I'm not even like, so what a freaking difference, eh? So we changed the bearing and we changed the buttons. Now, this thing is like, I'm only picking up. Now I have my noise canceling headphones on, so I can really only hear what's coming through on the mics, which is just to make sure that I know what you guys are hearing and everything. So I'm sure that if I put this up to my actual ear, I would be able to hear a nice faint ringing. But as it stands now, I am not getting much at all from it. So I'm going to bring up the gain a little bit. Yeah, still nothing. Ooh, I hit the windscreen. So quiet. But that's a nice thing about, that's what I've noticed about the Lycia, is that it's all about that. It's all about the feel of the speed and the gyro. LIC EDC made this spinner. Jamie Acker, the guy I was talking about before. So he did a very limited drop on these. He allowed me to buy one because we had been talking about me getting one for like a year or something. They went through a ridiculous process to actually get into my hand. They went to a manufacturer who wasn't as experienced with making spinners. So when they were done, Jamie's contact in China, where they were getting machined, told him, he was like, yeah, these aren't perfectly balanced. So he had to send them all to the legendary Joey Betancourt, and up in Alaska, of all places, who finishes spinners in a magnificent way. And he sent them all to him to get them all fixed up and balanced. And then finally to us. So it was this incredibly long and arduous process. So you can kind of see what Joey did a little bit. Not as much on mine, but on some of the other ones. But some of those holes, some of those speed holes will be slightly bigger than the others. And that's what you would use to take out tiny little bits of material. And then you would balance out certain sides. So if you were like too heavy over on this one and this arm was always like being unbalanced, you take out a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of material in one of those holes until you had it right. So yeah, I just wanted to have that on record. I've thought about the way I've like changed bearings and for a while, and that was super slow. Like when you get fast at that, I can do that whole process in less than a minute, like hands down. I can just be like, I can put that in and go, nope, don't like that bearing. And then buttons off, grab the thing, pop it out, just get another one and just throw another one in. It becomes so fast and easy. And it was literally all because of a fucking gum tool. All because of flossing. Remember to floss, kids. Okay? So I thought that'd be a cool way to try out this little work tray. And I'm loving it so far. This is great. This is great. Thank you so much, Brian, for sending that to me. And thank you so much for the extra little one for buttons and stuff. That is amazing. I am loving that. So what I want to do now is, because we've been talking so much about LIC stuff, EDC stuff, or whatever, I'm just gonna use that other tray and rate my LIC EDC spinners. So why not? Let's get all these out of the way. I'm gonna put it somewhere safe over here. There we go. All right. LIC EDC. LIC EDC. LIC EDC. LIC EDC. LIC. That's all of them. That's all I have so far. That's it. Okay. Now, this is this thing of what I just like about this tray. And if I'm saying anything, I'm noticing there was a difference in that other one that was kind of better. But one thing I wasn't liking about this one, if I had to give any kind of critique, is that the edges aren't quite like cut perfectly, right, with the inserts for the cork. So sometimes it comes like poking up a little bit like that. Yeah, you are late. What the hell, dude? Jesus. God, we've been waiting for you. Fuck. I'm just kidding, man. Whatever. How you doing, man? Okay, so yeah, that would be the one little thing. But I think he's already improved that. I noticed the other one. And let me take these button ones down. I didn't even look close. Am I seeing any sort of yeah, no, I think he's actually improved it. I didn't notice anything there. So yeah, maybe that was just a little thing with the first one I got, and then he's already gotten better. All right, so what I love about these is that because it's tiered, it's so easy to just like grab stuff by category. And I was kind of thinking about that and I was doing it. You could just easily be like, yeah, so what is the best out of that category and what's the least? And I don't know why I want to do it like that, right? It's hard. Okay, if I want to be super I'm good, dude. I'm just chilling. I just be vibing, bro. Yeah, it's definitely top. And then this is the first one I ever got, the copper. Oh, solid as fuck. Solid as fuck. And then don't know if I have time with this one to really like. And the mini. Oh, it's really nice. Fuck. Just a sec. What, honey? Oh, cool. Okay. Sorry. Wife just wanted to tell me something. I thought she was going to throw a treat at me, but she didn't. Okay, cool. She's been throwing treats at me during lives. It's weird. Yeah, so I don't know. That? Maybe? Kind of simple. It's almost like that. I don't know. Yeah, when is she going to throw? I don't know. She's thrown. Ow! God damn it. Right now. She threw a snack at me right now. What was it? It's a cookie. It's a fucking cookie. I'm not eating it. She's gone. She's gone. It fell on the ground. Just put it in there. There. It's better. Okay. Fucking treats at me. Okay. Yeah. So I thought maybe that. Anyway. Yeah. Something like that. Anyway. Yeah. I think now that we're kind of coming up on that hour, and I've kind of gotten through all of that stuff that I wanted to do almost. I thought maybe, yeah, incoming cookie indeed. Cookie incoming. No, put it on in the Radio King. No, put it on in the Radio King. I don't know what that means. I have to go back and watch what I missed later. Yeah, you might. You can. It'll be available. I don't know how they're available to you, like right away, if they're available right away. But to me, they let me watch them right away, but they take like a day to process. We'll put it on in the Rat King. Oh, like in the Fidget King? In the Hall of the Fidget, like that thing I did? You'll explain. Yeah, right away. Put the cookie on the rack for us. It was definitely the top. It was definitely a top. Those are really good cookies. Those are good cookies. Anyway. Yeah, she managed to throw a cookie at me, a snack at me again. Okay, so I want to do a little giveaway. I want to give away another Verkk. Anyone who wants to be in on it can be in on it. But anyone who doesn't want to, just please, stand out of it and stuff and back off and let other people. Because this Verkk, this is an older style Verkk you can't get anymore. So speaking of like more like, apparently I'm doing a theme of old things that you can't get anymore, or like one-offs and stuff like that. So this is, I want to say this is like a V2 or V3. Anthony Cladis did a fuck ton of versions with the Verkk, like so many that he was just like he was just constantly, being like, oh, I think I got it perfect. And then all of a sudden, no, never mind. This one's better. To the point that when he first sent me some, before the first two had even gotten to my house, he PM'd me and said, by the way, I already came up with a better version and I've sent it to you already. I hope those other ones get lost in the mail. And I was like, okay. They arrived anyway. And then I think he sent these ones. Okay. So this one is old, and the glue came undone because I was like over testing it, I guess. I don't know. I was taking it to the job site and I guess being a little bit sort of rough with it maybe, and it fell and it got dirty and I think I washed it a little bit. And anyway, the glue started coming off on one of the tops, and it kind of ended up like falling off. Anyway, I fixed it. It's fixed. It's fine. And it's like fixed. But one of the caveats of it is that this is now what you would consider a quieter half crunch sort of Verkk, because in fixing it, I made it's inadvertently kind of quieter. It still has the same haptics and it's still really fun. It's just a bit less of a crunchy sort of, oh my God, my husband or wife is going to fucking kill me if I don't stop playing with that kind of Verkk, right? Still kind of loud. Listen. Oh, turn this on. So great slide action, never sticky. I want someone else to have it because I don't use it enough. If you are in the United States or Canada and you win, I don't care. I will just send it to you. But if you live on the moon or Alaska or Europe or something like that, we're gonna have to like go halfway on shipping or something. So yeah, basically what I will do, if there's not 1,000 of us in here, we can just say, I'll just give you guys time to say that you're in, and then I'll have to assign you numbers if there's like just like a shitload of you or something like that, if someone wants it. But it is yeah, a bit of a quieter one, but it's pretty cute. I think he's still, I don't even think he uses that plate design anymore. So but yeah, definitely quieter, like more of a subtle sort of crunch. Still very fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ins. I'll let it sit for a little longer. In fact, I'm going to go get a drink. So thirsty. Okay, 7 ins. So, easiest thing, we'll just do this in order. So, top of the list here, we've got the Vampirian Con. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. I'm just not going to remember it. So you're 1, 2 would be 1 to 7 all the way down that list, basically. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So 1 to 7 down that list. So 1 at top, J Dizzy, 7 at the bottom, and then I'm just gonna pull this really quick from random.org. Let me just get there. Random.org. Good, we're here. 1 and 1, 2, 7. May the best Verkk lover win. 7. J Dizzy. J Dizzy. You won, dude. J Dizzy. So J Dizzy, that's your Verkk now. And you just give me if you don't know how to PM me, it's basically, do you know if you know how to get to my Facebook, we all good. But otherwise it's just like facebook.com/zachary.the.butcher, I think is my URL. And it's I got you on Messenger. I'll shut up. Okay, we're all good. Okay, cool. So yeah, you can just PM me later, and yeah, we'll chat. And you helped me with Rapts way back here. Good. I have lost track of all the people that I have helped with Rapts, so that's good. It's a good thing. Love it. Yeah, still gotta talk to Jonas about that Wrapped giveaway he promised to do. Anyway, that'll be another day. Okay, so yeah, you give me a PM there, and yeah, next week I might be doing. I don't know. Oh, right. So next week, we're gonna have the titanium atom from Magnus here. So there will be an unboxing with that, but I think I might also be enacting Pelican case law. And Pelican case law is the law that you shouldn't have any more fidgets that can fit in your Pelican case. So that law being enacted would mean that I have to sell some fidgets. So I might be doing like a quick review on stuff and putting stuff up for sale, sort of thing. So that could be fun. We'll see what that's like. But yeah, otherwise you guys have been great, and I will see you next time. And yeah, down with the thickness.